People are abandoning hollow critics, and I'm loving it. I'm calling it the middle-aged conservative balding edgelord fatigue. Audiences are recognizing they're being sold engagement bait masquerading as criticism. Viewers are noticing the patterns: apps and positive reviews, predictable talking points, and focus on clicks over insight. I think this started with the Sinners film, which came out at the same time as G20. Obviously, they focused on the film they considered low-hanging fruit, making countless videos about it, ignoring the good film. And before you say, "But Drinker reviewed Sinners," yes, he did, which in isolation is good, but knowing how long it took him to talk about the film and how forced and inauthentic the review was compared to his other videos tells you everything. We all know if Sinners hadn't been as widely successful as it was, he wouldn't have kept his review short. These clowns haven't risen to prominence through insightful analysis, but through exploiting cultural anxieties and algorithmic engagement. Movies can be bad, but for a variety of reasons, people are tired of you guys just throwing around buzzwords. These grifters have fallen into predictable patterns that reveal their lack of genuine film knowledge, and people are noticing.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, sir? I said, you don't know what you're talking about.
Rather than analyzing cinematography, narrative structure, or directorial vision, they rely on the same culture war talking points that guarantee engagement from established audiences. Their reviews are identical. They identify progressive themes or diverse casting, express outrage about pandering, invoke nostalgia for an imagined golden age of filmmaking, and predict cinema's death. Do you know how many times they've said, "Woke Hollywood is dying"? This method requires no film education or ability to analyze elements that determine quality. They tried to do it with Superman using the immigrant angle, but that film is making bank, so many of them are backtracking as usual. They treat every film as another cultural battleground rather than an individual work. Whether reviewing a superhero sequel or period drama, the commentary remains the same. Only the specific examples change, while the underlying narrative stays fixed. They position themselves as opponents of corporate mediocrity, while their content tells a different story. Week after week, their channels focus on the latest Marvel film or Disney remake, the very mainstream productions they claim to despise. They rail against Hollywood while ensuring every major studio release receives their attention. Unless it's a good film, then they'll ignore it. Generating revenue from the system they claim is, quote, destroying cinema. Why don't they ever cover independent films, foreign cinema, or documentaries that might offer fresh perspectives for them and their audiences? Well, Christian, that won't make them money as much as culture war grifting does. True film criticism requires engagement with a film's formal elements: the editing, sound design, visual composition, and narrative structure. The grifter approach eliminates these elements in favor of surface-level reactions that confirm pre-existing beliefs. They show no interest in discovering emerging filmmakers, and their criticism is fundamentally incurious, lazy, sloppy, and repetitive. In conclusion, the rise of grifter film criticism serves as a cautionary tale about commodifying cultural discourse. Commentary has become primarily about audience retention and ad revenue rather than nuanced discussion. But there's hope. Films like Sinners and Superman are exposing these clowns. The grifters may have captured attention temporarily, but they've revealed their limitations. Soon it will all crumble, and we will be rid of the middle-aged, conservative, balding edgelords.